सो गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीबॉडी, माई सेल्फ आचार्य विश्वेंद्र। आज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन ऑफ माइंड ब्रेन सिस्टम पे आपसे बात करूंगा। तो सबसे पहले समझते हैं कि ये ऑप्टिमाइजेशन क्या है। तो इसके लिए मैं एक इमोजी यूज करूंगा। मान लीजिए दो स्टूडेंट हैं, स्टूडेंट ए एंड स्टूडेंट बी। स्टूडेंट ए क्रैक जेईई and NEET and student B is not able to crack it out. Both are students of the same teacher. They are appearing for same exam, and obviously teacher is same, so the knowledge imparted to them is same in both the cases. Exam is same, but why results are different? So the central point of today's discussion is why students of the same teacher, for two students, source of external information or pattern or motivation or any stimulus is same, then why results are different for the two students? Input is same, output is different. That means there has to be something with the processing of the information used by the students that makes the difference. That why one student is able to crack JEE and NEET and another is not able to crack that. So let's see things in proper perspectives. So if we analyze a human body or human brain with respect to the output in a competitive exam or in any exam, so we are basically dealing with three things: the input, the processing and the output. So the discussion of any competitive exam or any cracking any exam, or in fact any work that you do, maybe at the physical level or at the mental level or at the spiritual level, it has only three things: input, processing and the output. Now for both the students, input is same but output is different. That means processing of information by the mind brain system has something to do with the result, and it is the only factor which differentiates between results of students. So let's analyze the mind brain system of a student who is seen to be, it's a happy emoji, so who is able to crack the NEET. So certainly he has got his brain, the mind, and the communication between brain and the mind, which takes place through the brain waves. So brain, you must be knowing, it's just like this structure. This is the spinal cord, and this roughly the brain. So it's roughly like this. It's like this when you observe it from the front. Now, mind, as per Sir Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytical theory, it is comprising of three levels: the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious level. And brain waves actually interacts, it is the way to tell how you feel like. So through EEG experiments, it has been found that the brain waves, the communication between the brain and the mind, or you call that as consciousness or the mind or the metaphysical dimensions of life, this is how you feel, what stimulates you to do certain things. So that feeling or that emotion or that energy that triggers you to do certain things is nothing but the brain waves, which are comprising of, which can be decomposed into five components or the five parts. The spectrum is comprising of five different regions: alpha, beta, gamma, delta and theta. Delta corresponds to the lowest frequency and gamma corresponds to the highest frequency. So your brain waves are into the delta spectrum when you are in deep sleep, even without dreams. And they resonate with the gamma when you are highly enlightened, which is called the state of nirvana, or when you become thoughtlessness. When you observe things without being deviated by stray thoughts or anything, the traveling between present, past and future stops, and you becomes united with the existence as a whole. You are able to just be at the present, which is a very hard state to achieve, and which is liberation from every painful thought. So everybody is ultimately aspiring to increase his brainwave frequencies. So life is just like a game of 7 steps, in which the ultimate target is to be liberated from everything, from every thought, from every belief, from every relation, from anything. It's absolute freedom in pure silence. That is fundamental objective of life. Otherwise, there will be pain, there will be griefs in this way or that way, in personal level, professional level, spiritual level, in any way. But the ultimate target of consciousness, the something inside you which oozes you to do certain things, is to get liberated from all of the pains and griefs of life, which is also called the nirvana or the moksha, which is the ultimate target of life. So this is the concept of brain waves. we can map the psychological things with the mythological things over here. Because ultimately what we are trying to do is to control something which we can't see it out. Mind is something which you can't see, which you can't reveal to the other person, because it is the metaphysical dimension of life. And whatever we feel as happening in the physical world has the roots in the metaphysical dimensions, which are beyond your thoughts, beyond your belief systems, beyond your any calculation. You go by anyway, beyond your brain, beyond your analysis. So life is in fact controlled by metaphysical dimensions of life, which requires higher dimensions to decode them out. So brainwaves is one of the basic thing to enter into that higher state or higher dimensions of life, and it has got certain role in the result itself. So when suppose there is a class of 100 students, teacher is the same. Teacher is transferring information and patterns through writing on the board or oral talking or anything like that, or involving the students in a question answer session. But ultimate thing is happening at the metaphysical level. It's the coordination of the neurons, coordination of different parts of the brain to form a certain pattern. But here the question is, who is directing the neurons to act in a certain way, to act as a system, to form a certain pattern? That is mind or the consciousness or the metaphysical dimensions of life, which plays a very significant role in results of any student. So there are involvements of metaphysical dimensions, and through my discussions, I aspire to explore that metaphysical dimension to the students so that they can crack competitive exams and earn name, fame, and money in life. So let's begin further. So here the thing is that there are certain things which are called as the mind-brain algorithms. To understand it further, just observe what is happening within you. So right now, you are busy in some sort of algorithm. You are busy trapped in some sort of thoughts. Thoughts are causing you to be trapped in a certain algorithm. Action reactions are going on. You are doing contemplations, manipulations. You are talking to yourself. Ultimately, you are being busy in some task. You are internally, you can feel that you are stuck into some sort of algorithm which is causing reactions to you. Your emotions are being triggered, and you are just reacting to the thoughts. But just observe yourself really. Just detach yourself from the mind brain algorithms or from the consciousness. The reactions inside you are the impact of the matrix of the mind brain system or the belief systems within you. So, just to know things effectively, you need to get out of that belief system, and for that, the first thing is silent observation. So, just observe things silently and